What's up, guys? It's me, Greg again. You know, the only face you ever see on this YouTube channel. It has been a mad week in cinema for me. Saw Pet Sematary yesterday. Saw Us the day before that. Both good movies. I liked Us a lot better. I've had a couple friends tell me that they didn't like the movie. But you know, the thing about those friends is they wear Uggs and listen to country music. I don't want to say that their opinions don't matter, but that's exactly what I'm saying. Their opinions don't matter. So Us was a great movie. I love Jordan Peele. I've mentioned that before. I love that guy. He's amazing. I saw Get Out, and I was like, this guy has a future in the horror movie business. And Us, I probably like it twice as much. It was a great movie. So a complaint going around online is that, oh, well, I kind of saw the twist coming. I knew it was going to happen. And if you haven't seen the movie, don't watch this video. Don't watch. Why are you here? Go away. Go watch Us, and then come back. And we can see if we agree or disagree on this theory. So as the movie goes on, you find out all this stuff. Like, everybody in America has this tethered version of themselves living underground, and they form an uprising. They come up. It's got this 80s theme that, like, you don't really understand until the end, where they're doing, like, the tethered come up and they're doing this hands across America type stuff. It all ties in together. It all makes sense. But that's not why we're here. We find out at the end of the movie that Red Adelaide, which is what we call the tethered, is actually the real Adelaide. And they actually switched out when she was attacked when she was a kid at the boardwalk. All right, that was a pretty cool twist. And like I said, there's a lot of people online that say, oh, well, I knew this was going to happen. They made it too obvious. I didn't like that. Well, the thing about me is I don't try to figure out the movie while I'm watching it. If you're sitting there analyzing everything, trying to put it together in your head, you're not paying attention to the story. So just watch the movie, go along for the ride, and then the twists will be amazing. Like, this was awesome. I didn't see it coming. I didn't want to see it coming. I didn't want it to be real, because it kind of puts you in a predicament where you're like, okay, well, I've been rooting for this girl the whole time, and she made it. But did I really want her to win? So there's the twist. The theory we're here to talk about today is the theory of Jason actually being the tethered version of Jason, and it's saying that he got switched out a year prior to this movie's taking place. Now, I like this theory. I paid attention to it. I heard what you had to say, but I don't believe it. I can't. I tried. There's a lot of things I don't believe in, like the earth being flat, or lizard people, or calculus. But I'm going to go over the facts that people are throwing at me because I need to debunk this theory. It's too much. I don't see it. I think you just want to see it, but I don't see it. So I'm going to go over the facts. Here we go. So one point people are making is that when they're on the beach and they're building their little sand castles or whatever, Jason is actually building sand tunnels. Why would he be building these sand tunnels? Maybe it's because he spent a majority of his life down in the tunnels, and that's why. But they make a point of saying that he's always been weird. Like, Jason's a weird kid. Honestly, I don't think he's that weird. I was a little antisocial when I was a kid. He likes to wear a mask, so goddamn what? I think that's pretty cool. But there's one of the points, that he was building sand tunnels. They're also saying that Pluto, which is what we're calling the tethered version of Jason, he has traits of people that live up top, more so than Jason. No. No, he doesn't. Dude, are you telling me that a year prior, Jason was the kind of kid that would scurry around the house? No. No. So the tethered version of Jason was just underground, walking like a normal human, and the real Jason was up top, scurrying around on all fours. That doesn't make any sense. Another thought is that at the beginning of the movie, where they're snapping their fingers, Adelaide is snapping kind of offbeat to the music, and that was like a sign that it wasn't really her. But she's been up top for a long time, since she was 14. That doesn't really make sense. And they were saying that, oh, well, Jason can't do it either, so they can't keep a beat. They must be cannibalistic humanoid underground dwellers. Oh my God, let it go. You're trying too hard. So, one more thing. They're saying that the year prior, they talk about how Jason almost burned the house down. Tethered Jason has a burnt up face. I don't see the correlation, because obviously Adelaide didn't know that there was a switch. So Jason got burned. None of his family noticed. And then tethered Jason came up, made the switch, and sent the real Jason down with his burnt face to live underground. No, if you're going to argue this point, that's not the way to do it. So all these things seem really unlikely. We're never going to know who's right. This is my opinion, okay? You can give me your opinion, but don't speak like it's fact. No, I know that this is what Jordan Peele was thinking. No, you don't. Neither do I. But it seems unlikely. It seems like we're reaching. And all that being said, the reason I'm against this theory, I have a couple of reasons. The main one being, tethered Jason's like, he's weird. He doesn't talk. He is burned up, but like they were saying, he likes to play with matches. And if Jason's up there playing with fire and they're kind of mirroring what they're doing up top and down below, I mean, it would make sense that Pluto could get burned just mimicking Jason. Jason almost burned down the house, so Pluto probably almost burned down the fake little area he was in downstairs and burned himself. So towards the end of the movie, Jason knows that he has the ability to kind of make Pluto mirror what he's doing. So he uses this to make Pluto avoid killing his family, and he starts walking backwards and makes Pluto walk backwards into the fiery car that's behind him. While they're doing this, Pluto is snapping his fingers, and he's doing it perfectly. That doesn't mean anything. He's snapping his fingers. So that little toy that Jason's playing with, it's like a dial from a lighter. That could be the reason that Pluto is snapping his fingers, because the last time he was making that motion, he ended up burning his face. And now he's standing in a fire, so it's coming back to him. Hey, last time I was burning, I was doing this. Doesn't that make sense? So as I mentioned, I actually really do like this theory. But there is one thing that completely turned me away from it. Just one thing where I was like, no, that wouldn't happen. If this was real, this wouldn't have happened. It's the last scene in the movie. Adelaide looks down at Jason, and Jason knows the story. Jason was listening to everything down below. Jason has been hearing his mom grunting while murdering people, and it hit him that his mom is actually the tethered version of his mom. So when they're sitting in the car and Adelaide looks at Jason and Jason looks back, look at his face. That is a scared kid. That is a kid that is conflicted. He knows this isn't the real version of my mom. Of course, it's the only version he knows, because Red Adelaide doesn't know Jason. Red Adelaide's been underground since she was a kid. So this is the mom that he knows. But he also knows that all these murderous people are who his mom really is. And this is why I can't believe this theory. Because Jason's face is saying, I don't know how I feel about this. I'm kind of scared. So it seems to me that there's an awful lot of coincidences that kind of make this theory plausible in some people's minds. But the main points for me are, like I said, his face at the end of the movie. He's scared of his mom. He knows the truth. And if he already knew about these tethered versions, he wouldn't be scared. He would have had a year to know the truth. And the other point being, it doesn't make a lot of sense that he burned himself in his house and none of his family was there to know about it. And then his tether came up and switched out without anybody realizing. He wasn't playing with fire at the beach right next to where they come out of the ground. He was at home. So that would mean the tethered Jason has to come up from underground by himself, go make the switch. Nobody downstairs knows, nobody upstairs knows, and then he just makes that happen all by himself. Unlikely. And then in that 1 year since this happened, the real Jason just started being even weirder, just moving around like a monster and doing all this stuff. So that's why I don't believe this theory. If you do believe it, that's okay too. Everybody has their opinion. The first twist was enough for me. Like I said, I wasn't trying to figure out the movie while I was watching it, so it was a shocker for me. Another thing is, from what they showed us in the trailer, I thought this movie was going to be just your average horror movie. A family has to fight for their life, and then they end up making it. Some of them probably die. But when the Red family showed up so early in the movie, I was like, no, there's too much time left. This is going to get even bigger than I thought it was. And it did. It turned out way crazier than any of us expected. It was awesome. So there's my take on the Us Jason theory. So let me know what you think in the comments. I really want to know. Give me your thoughts if you have any other points that might lead me in the other direction. So real quick before you go, I have the winner of my giveaways ready right now. First off, the Hellraiser 2, 11 by 17. I had 3 of these, already gave one away. This is the second one, and the winner of this is Rachel Green. Rachel, if you're watching, go on Facebook and shoot me a message. Give me your address so I can send you this awesome poster. Next one, Nightmare on Elm Street 4, signed by Dan in gold. Cool poster. The winner of this one goes by the name Devin Foster. Devin, same thing. shoot me your address. I want to send you this poster, and congratulations. And last but not least, the Negan bat giveaway. I know everybody was excited, and I'm excited to give it away. If you didn't win, I'm sorry. I love you. I'll have another giveaway. Don't be discouraged. I have a bunch of stuff ready to give away starting today, to be honest. So don't give up hope. May the force be with you. May the odds be ever in your favor. Hakuna Matata, whatever. Thank you for subscribing. And here's the winner of the Negan bat giveaway. Where did I put this card? Congratulations, Tammy Bates. You won the bat. It's yours. Go ahead. Give me your information. I hope you enjoy it. I really like this thing. It was nice to have it in my house. But now you get to have it in your house. Go ahead and send me a picture of you displaying it. And yeah, congratulations. So that's it for this week's episode. Let me know what you think of the Jason theory from us. Let me know if you loved the movie or if you hated it. And you can also let me know what you thought of Pet Sematary. I wasn't the biggest fan of Pet Sematary. Glad I went to go see it in theaters though. It was entertaining enough that I'm not going to sit here and complain about it. But I want to know what you think about that too. So thank you for watching, and make sure you subscribe and follow me on Facebook and Instagram and Twitter. And I'll see you next time. Thanks.